Good morning, guys. All right, so y'all want to talk about the spirits that come with these things, right? Let me tap dance on cigarettes real quick. If you think about cigarettes, this shit is not just decreasing your appetite, okay? So now your body can't physically be in tune with ingesting the things that it needs for self-preservation and evolution. And most of our diets are off. So now the newfound urges, the newfound I'm gonna say things that you gravitate to are in your diet when you're eating, when your appetite is developed now. It's going to be manipulated chemically because of these poisons and toxins. Why you think they got so many different toxins in this motherfucker? Because everything not going to kill everybody the same way at the same speed. This is how you get multiple forms of cancers in different people. Everybody ain't catching the same shit. It's a game. You feel me? But let's really think about the spirit of these cigarettes, right? So now, you know what I mean? Because it messes with your appetite, your gut bacteria is off because you probably ain't eating right, and then you're not eating as much because it reduces appetite. Let's really think about how the spirit of the cigarette secretes itself into all elements of your life, right? On a spiritual level, too. Because you could be in the spirit of a party, and this is all a high frequency, y'all all having fun, but then the spirit of the cigarette will come out, this addiction, this chemical controlling you, will come upon you, have your ass go outside in the middle of fucking winter, cold as hell, in the snow, to smoke this shit in isolation. This spirit has pulled your ass from a spirit of high frequency, bro, to go outside and isolate yourself in death. You don't see that as a spirit? You don't see that as an energy, a frequency, a wave of character, of consciousness, a certain form of consciousness? Death, right? You could be in the spirit of sex with your loved one. After you're done making love, gotta smoke a cigarette. You see it in the movies. Programming, subconscious, but that's a whole nother. But you see the parables, though. You see the parallels, I mean. And, after you eat, smoke. When you're bored, you smoke. When you're driving to work, you smoke. When you're stressed, you chain smoke. When you're drunk, you chain smoke. After you finish a blunt. I mean, it's like, think about how many different ways that just this one little fucking cigarette has now secreted itself into controlling all these different aspects of your life. Because now we justify them. And it's like, it's not even a conscious justification, because you unconsciously support, oh, I'm bored, so I'm about to smoke. Just finished the blunt, just finished this drink, just got done eating. Like, we justify it, and we feel the pull. You can feel the pull. I need to go. You know what I'm saying? I need a cigarette. So you need to kill yourself. Think about what it's telling you, bro. You telling me that's not a spirit. You know what I'm saying? People get attitudes. You're not your happy self when you're fiending for a cigarette. People, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Y'all don't see that as a spirit? Let's really break this shit down, bro. It's scary, dog. It's scary because it'll control you. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just one spirit and character trait. Let's think about the drunks. Now, I know drunks that get sweet tooth, and they say some drunks don't. You know, just because beer and shit do be having sugar in it. Alcoholics, I should say, not just people who just drink, you know what I mean, on occasion and shit. But, again, it's about biology and just the spirit and how much power it has over your subconscious and conscious mind. So at the end of the day, though, drinking not only is going to bloat your gut, which fucks up your gut bacteria, right? A lot of alcoholics might eat one meal a day just to have something on their stomach, just so they can drink all day. So you got to really think about that. This drink is now keeping you away from eating, messing up your gut bacteria, your gut intuition, right? It's messing up the flow. It's bloating you, making you fat and overweight. You're getting these unhealthy sugars. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't no sugar and things of that nature in it, you're still putting this compound in your body that's messing up your mind. Because when you become an alcoholic, now you got to think. It threw off all of your personality. It throws off the personality. You ever see the sober drunk that's just like down, low energy, then he gets drunk, get a couple drinks in him, he the life of the party, or the life anywhere as long as he's drinking? I've had those friends coming up. That messes with your chemistry now. It's taken from you. It's taking your happiness. It's taking your character. It's taking your spirit. And you can only find that spirit in these spirits. That's why they call drink spirits. You feel me? And now let's think about the character that comes with alcoholics and all of the different variables. Waking up, one night stands, blackouts, not knowing where you was at. Think about people slipping shit in your drink. Had you not been a drinker, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't have got date raped or some weird shit. You feel me? Like, you got to really think about all of the doors that these different spirits and addictions open. Like, motherfuckers become angry. Motherfuckers get jealous at their lovers and distrusting because of their own insecurities coming out of them now. Drunk tongues, right, speak with sober minds, you feel me? Or drunk minds speak a sober tongue or some shit. Whatever the case, the truth comes out when your ass inebriated. That's one thing I know for sure. People be trying to hold shit in. Let it out. You know? And a lot of these things that we gravitate to, that we've been taught to be cool or make you feel good, it's because you didn't really find the real feel good. You didn't really find the real cool. You know what I'm saying? So now you're looking for something you resonate with, something that feels you, something that just makes you feel good. That's what we all looking for, that love. And that's the closest thing that a lot of us get to. That's why we have certain addictions, because these things have always been there. Unlike most people, right? I understand. But that's not a good reason to kill yourself. We all got vices. Nobody's going to not just, everybody's going to do something. But it's about moderation. And it's about control and discipline. Showing gratitude to your vessel and the universe for giving it to you. You know, if you really think about, so this is drunkards, right? That's a different spirit. Let's talk about crackheads. You already know what they do. These, women and men fucking, sucking, stealing, hurting people, robbing. Let's think about the character and the spirit that overcomes the crackhead. Not only is this drug powerful enough to kill you much faster physically than a lot of drugs, right? You can actually notice the death of the mind, body, and soul, man. Why do you think they call them gateway drugs, bro? Because you're opening a gateway to some demonic and spiritual shit. It's a whole nother conscious character. If you really think about the lifestyle that this drug specifically, among others, but we talking about crack. This drug specifically induces people to behave. It's like, it's death. It's the death of everything in you, man. I mean, when I was younger, my dad, you know what I'm saying, I forgave him. Plotted on taking his ass out. You know what I'm saying? And one time whatever. But anyway, my dad, he always been an OG. Not always. He built himself up to that, but put in work. But he also always been a drug addict. So he, smoked crack and shit. And, it fucked up his mind to a point where when me and my sister were 1 and 2, he actually molested us. And you got to really think about what type of spirit and mind. Yes, molested. I ain't afraid to tell none of y'all shit. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, because I went through a whole phase of insecurity and trying to figure myself out and not be afraid of forgiveness and letting go. It's like you're going to let this circumstance make you insecure, and you got to, make yourself feel more masculine by being a whore, when really you take away from your soul, energy, and your vessel. There was no point of hurting myself for things that I had no control of. And this is one of the lessons that I need to teach y'all. See, I'm willing to put my pain out there because a lot of y'all keep this shit in y'all. And I hope that I can inspire some of you motherfuckers to start letting this shit go. How the fuck is that helping you? How the fuck is hurting for some shit you had no control over helping you? Why have you not started searching for how to let go? These motherfuckers are going to hell. They live a life of hell until their subconscious mind is reprogrammed and they find God. They gonna keep destroying relationships and manifesting the same bad synchronicities and cycles of karma. It makes no sense from God's eyes for anybody on this planet after a certain amount of time to hold on to any negative energy. All it does is subjugate you to the devil, towards hell. Be divine. Be of God mind. That's a different spirit. When you walk with love for real, you can embrace all of these motherfuckers with more compassion and understanding because you know exactly how life works. This is how I know y'all don't know how life works. Everything just is if you let it be. Detach. Buddha. A lot of people ask what you believe in. It came to me this morning. Buddha is the one that I've been resonated with the strongest over all these years. I've studied many occult, many religions, all of this shit. But one of the greatest things that I learned before I discovered my love for Buddha or discovered Buddha was learning how to detach. So, if you really think about the mentality, the spirit that overcomes people when they embrace and indulge in certain gateway drugs and low vibrational addictions, these things all bring about a certain mentality. Because for the most part, somebody who's smoking cigarettes is not going to develop a perversive spirit and touch their own children and molest their own children. Somebody who's smoking cigarettes might not be willing to fuck this drug dealer to get a cigarette. Somebody on crack would, though. And this is what y'all need to keep in your conscious mind. These are different spirits. Literally. And I can keep going. Because I have observed life much deeper than most of the motherfuckers you know.